So I'm not entirely sure what I'm playing all day today, but I know I really want to play this one. So that's what I'm going to do. This is the 10K $55 buy-in, kind of turbo-y, 100,000 chips, 8-minute blind levels. It goes up fairly quickly in about an hour and a half. That 100K is at 20 blinds, so it'll play fairly aggressive, but I am fine with it. And I'm just trying to see whatever else kind of gets me interested here. Yeah, I was kind of on the fence, but I'm going to play this one too. Progressive knockout. It's going to be about 700 players-ish, so they should pace out about the same. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to play on ACR, and then we're going to jump over to WSOP for cash. That's why we have this camera view. So I'm just going to get on all the waiting lists for the 50 NLs. Starting the day at 24.50.27 over there. Yeah, this looks okay. Works for me. Oh, where are my tables? That was weird. Everything just closed. So this is the progressive. Oh no. This is the 10K 55. Whoa. Over here. And this is the progressive knockout. Over here. What the fuck? I'm just getting settled. Looks good. Got the HUD going. Fold. Whoa. That is all kinds of messed up. Just like that. I'll make these things smaller when we need to. Which I guess we do now. There we go. Alright, that looks alright. And we're just on a bunch of lists for the 50 NL daytime grind. It's only going to be 4 tables, so I think we'll just stick with all 50s. I mean, you don't have to bet this much to get the money in, so I imagine he's trying to force and protect, like ace-queen or something like that. I mean, if you do this, you can't fold, really, if you get jammed on. Jacks. He should have been much more willing to get it in with jacks right there. So ace-jack isn't possible. Really, it's the ace-5 that he's worrying about. But you bet that big for a reason, sir. Hey, what's up, DeBoss? Just in time, my man. We just got started. Could 3-bet for sure, but I think we're all just calling to go after this player's bounty. Can't reopen the betting, so that's nice. So maybe we flop a good one. I mean, I was thinking of 9, 10, 8, but I guess a 9's okay. Oh. Should have opened this one, I guess. Meh. You can have it. I could very well be drawing dead. And definitely don't have the equity. And it's interesting because it makes it not a bad call with a pair. Like if you have a pair of 6s or something, like 6, 7, you can actually call here. Nice. Short stack survives. I like that. Oh. I get moved to another table, but the shorty's still there, so that's okay. Let's do it like that. Ba, 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 ba. Da, 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 da. I am first on the list for every 50-0 going. And yet, I have no seat. I forgot how much I do like the day cash streams. But I definitely wanted to concentrate on these tournaments. So we can do a light one. I think we want to go ahead and check. He's just going to have a lot more pairs than I am, obviously. I don't think we fold to one bet. But if we check down, I'm going to win a lot. There's not a lot of combinations that I beat other than like king, queen, or king, queen, jack, or things like that. So it's kind of a free bluff for him. There's not really much reason for me to call it. Oh, he had ace high. See, that makes sense. Checking with ace high kind of makes sense because I'm going to call a lot of ace highs. Not that one, but ace queen I'm calling. All right. I mean, you see it goes up quickly. We started out with 100 blinds, and we're 2 levels in, and we're getting cut pretty quickly. I don't know why they don't classify this one as a turbo. Maybe it's because it's 8-minute levels, but the blind structure makes it very turbo-y. So everybody's kind of conserving their stack until they can go for it. Like this 3-bet should be a more common move, but I don't think it is. For this exact reason. Because players opening small shouldn't be afraid. Oh, we got a seat. Take that one. Yeah, this is supposed to be just a monster. Like, it's supposed to be like 10s, but it's probably aces, kings, or queens. It's kind of funny if he 4-bet queens or 10s pre-flop, but he could definitely be playing aces that way. Could have had the ace, king of diamonds, I suppose. It kind of makes sense. Not going to wait for the blinds. Still a little sick, but I feel okay. That's a whole lot of aces. Daytime is a lot of limping. Interesting. Definitely could have raised it in position. We kind of prevented that. Pocket eights. First real hand. Boo! Gets walked. Whoa. Hilarious. Ooh, another table. I'm just going to pair them up like that so we can get 4 going. I don't like that the table disappears in between hands, so may have to... Yeah, I'm going to have to make this a little bit smaller. Still disappears. Guess we can just go like this. How best to handle this? Maybe like that. Then I can see the edges sticking out. It'll be alright. I think into 4 players we're going to check this one. Could have definitely bet it. So you're already down to 60 blinds here, 20 minutes into this tournament. Yeah, after the call, we can just safely give up here. Even with the ace on the turn, it's just kind of blah. We're not really looking for anything special in those kind of spots. Yeah. Hilarious. Knockout. Aces. First aces of the day. Gonna get no action, right? Get 3-bet. My highest cash last night was $32 from a 220 Saturday. Nice. Oh, you told me you satellited into the tournament. Nicely done. It's a hell of a return on your investment. 16x your buy-in. Pretty strong. And that's a pretty good run because it was an $11 tournament, right? So you made it past the min cash. You made it probably up to like 18th place or so. I think the big bet we have to fold. It kind of sucks, but we kind of have to. I'm going to make a small bet here. There's more draws than hands. We can set up river bluffs or just take the pot down. Okay. I was not expecting that to happen. You win, bro. Zero interest in that pot. Am I getting priced into this? At 6.3 to 1. Yeah, I am too. Check. Getting back to cash games, seeing if my game improved since being away from ACR. I mean, I always see fluctuations. Like if I concentrate on cash games for a long time, I'll see differences in the way my tournaments play, because usually you end up sharpening your deep stack big blind play. But tournaments will definitely help you going the other way into cash, just because you end up finding better 3-bet opportunities, and you understand that sometimes when players have shorter stacks and they 3-bet, you're better off just jamming sometimes. So it'll definitely help. I mean, the more you play, you know, at a certain point, the experience is going to help you too. I mean, at this point, I don't get much better without studying. But you can always find new things, and when you're at the start of your poker play, you can kind of see things by watching. You know what I'm saying? Like, learn things by watching, which is always kind of fun. Don't love it, but I don't hate it. This might be a little bit loose because of the player behind, but it's not the worst, I don't think. He did seem very passive last hand. I don't know if he's strongest pre-flop or what. Funny that he folds. I don't know what math he was trying to do. When he's getting 6 to 1, it's kind of easy. You either have something okay or you don't. Well, hopefully he's checking ace-king to the river and we can hit a jack. No, can't continue. Can definitely call here. Miss the flop. That's really been my problem for the past, like, week. Yeah, 7-8 days. I really have not been... I haven't been running bad. I've just been running cold. Like, I just can't seem to hit flops. You know? And I went back and looked over some cash games hands I played in the last couple days, and I thought, like, oh, am I getting run over here? Am I, you know, am I making mistakes? And all that? I'm really not. I mean, it's just been a coincidence of getting bad boards and bad situations to c-bet, because, like, when my c-bet percentage gets too low, I kind of feel like, wait a minute, am I not playing well? Am I, you know, whatever? But I actually looked back and found that I was actually playing really well. I wasn't taking bad spots to c-bet. It's just that when you c-bet 80% of the time, and then for a few days you're only doing it 50% of the time, you're kind of like, wait a minute, am I fucking up here? But no, the situation's just bunched up together. It's another form of variance. Situations bunched up where I absolutely couldn't c-bet, like, you know, getting called and, you know, flop coming off, you know, just totally good for the the other player versus me, and then checking. Like, this isn't a good one for me, but because it's kind of a neutral flop, I think we can set up a 2-barrel where we bet small. Turn's not great, but we're gonna check this one actually. This is another one where it's just like the worst nut spot for me. I mean, especially when you're up against players who are going to call with ace-6, and it's like, it's frustrating. Like, I usually always want to bet twice, but that 6 just seemed bad for me. I think I want to sit here. Get repopped pretty big. If I call, have him covered, and we get it all. So this is one of those where we're looking to find a 4. Yeah, I don't see him as betting small. But I think that's one where, because of the bounties and stuff like that, we absolutely get it all if we hit the 4. But it's fine. Seven's helpful. He could have backdoored into a flush. We're going to have to kind of figure it out, but I think we're good a lot of the time here. Yeah, sucked out. Turn's not good. I don't think we can fold just yet. There are some combos we beat, not many. That's one of them. All right, we're going on break. I'll be right back. I'm just going to grab a soda. Now, the truth is, those 4s shouldn't even be played in that bounty tournament at that point under the gun because, well, they shouldn't be played in a normal tournament. In a bounty tournament, you kind of have to look at it like a loose cash game because of their players like the guy in the green to my left who is going to overcommit himself. Oh, I missed the table. Oh, I think I can still get on. Nope. but like you can see this, the player there auto-repping the king. So the expected value is so huge versus players like that I think it's fine. And he just showed that he's kind of basic, so we need him to hit something too, but when we flop the 4, if he at any point picks up a pair, we're going to get it all, and because of the bounties behind and the amount that these players are playing loose, I think it's absolutely okay. Only because it's early. You start out with 125,000, so taking a flop for 10K isn't too bad. But things like that, where the 7 came off, and then I'm watching it now, and he just checks it down after one shot with his 6s. He also auto bet that king later. The other one, the ace 7 was on this table, but when he auto bets the king, it just seemed like utter garbage. Like I'm watching it now, and he auto bets half pot. It's never ace king because you're going to be afraid of 2 pairs, and it's never going to be ace queen because his bet sizing is wrong. Studying definitely has the biggest impact. Losing money has taught me a lot too. Yeah, that's where you learn first. Losing money. My problem is, and I've run it past people in Twitter and like whatever like that, and other poker forums, just online people I know, and they're just like, dude, you're just kind of being too hard on myself, at times, for like thinking there's more I could have done or something like that. And one guy said it well. He said that that's what makes you a better player, is thinking that maybe you missed a spot, but you have to look back at it and be able to objectively say, I did or I didn't, And he's like, if you can't do that objectively, you're just going to drive yourself crazy and want to quit. Quitting meaning, play some weird, style that just throws all logic out the window. This isn't too bad in this mega multi-way pot. So it's always good to have some showdown value right away, but I don't know how often Wall Street wants to bet anything. Even a pair of aces here can't love it. So this bet is interesting. I think I can call it because not only just because of the gut shot, but because of all the draws. Like a 6 in position can bet like this. A club in position can bet like this. That can usually only be 2 pair plus. Should be only the ace 5 of clubs plus or a set. But I would not fault somebody for doing this with the wheel. So, and when it gets called, it's just trash. You have to have the suited ace deuce to continue. 6s, it's just hilarious how that 6 is. The guy has so few outs, it's ridiculous. I like the check raise by Leviathan. I thought it was too big, but I guess he knew his customer. Okay. That's a good flop. It's kind of hard to get action here. Board paired, but I think we're just trying to get called by ace highs. I don't expect him to have much at all. I should have bet the turn probably, because maybe then the king of clubs calls, taking a shot. So kind of missed that one. Messed that one up. The 9's not the worst. He can have 8-9, 7-9 for sure, but he's more likely to have, flush draws. There's a flush. And he's dumb enough to do this. Don't fall for this. Do not fall for this. This is always a flush. Always a flush. He drew to it improperly. He tried to control the pot. I raised the fuck out of him. And then he drew to it improperly on the flop and the turn. And then when the river came off, he decided just to pound it right in like I'm ever calling him. This player is super aggro. I'm going to check the ace on the river. He's probably going to have an ace. Yeah. So, played that hand perfectly versus this guy. Just raising monstrously. And he just can't fold a flush draw. So, this is a fresh stack, 100K. We're already there. In 6 minutes, we're going to be at 40 blinds. So, I think we're beyond late reg in this one already. It's a $50 to $5 buy-in, and I'm not shooting it with, you know, at this point, entering with 50 blinds, you kind of have to make something happen fairly quick. You see how aggressive this player is, though? Kind of sucks that he's on my left, but I don't hate it. The 3-bet from the Brazilian in the blind. I'm going to let it go. This player might continue. I mean, I think you check it there if you have the ace. Yeah, I did realize until I started playing Bovada, I thought I was just playing bad, but sometimes you're just going to get beat, yeah. All you can do is play well, and overall you win. Yeah, and it takes a lot longer than realizing that. Like, I've realized that and then gotten, like, super emotionally wrecked by situations. This is interesting. Doesn't concern me because of the player behind. See? That's why it's always good to, like, keep paying attention to whatchamacallit, to what's going on at the table, even when you're not in the hand. Because if you can make reads on the situation, you'll feel more confident on the hands you're in. It's like when I was a dealer, I would try to figure out what other people had. It's a good bluff, but you're not going to get a set to fold. Under the gun limp. It's a short stack though, so we're going to reduce SPR. And if he wants to jam, we're calling. I mean, it doesn't really matter. He only has 26 or 7 blinds, something like that. And it's just not enough to ever force a fold. The call is hilarious. Why you would ever call that is kind of beyond me. And I get immediately check raised by this fucking idiot. It's annoying. Might be racing from the blinds. He's usually on a flush draw, but it's just annoying. Well, that's pretty good. I mean, it's kind of the perfect board for this situation. I mean, if he's got 8-9, he's got me. But he's going to have a lot of flushes and straights that are going to raise. Believe it or not. The small lead. Good raise. This player should only be jamming, yes. He should just have a jack and get it in. This is like a tournament scenario. How do they both fold? Hilarious. Take our time and then call. Jack's not great. The jack really fucks me. Like, because he can just have so many combinations now. Queen, jack, ace, ace, king comes in. And I'm not going to know if a full house is good. And if I make the straight, I might just be fucking drawing dead. Wow. Some players just go absolutely fucking bananas. This guy having a lot of chips isn't great. See, this is the problem with these short stacks. Like, I can't continue here because he just doesn't have enough money. He needs to have at least $35 in front of him for me to call that. Easily call. Billy might be thinking about something. We're going to protect like we have a 10. Take it down. We just don't want a free card to come off. Ace, king, or queen, jack is bad for us. Now that I understand the stats more, the HUD has come in clutch in a few spots. Yeah, it's always fun when you're sitting there replaying a hand in your head, and then you go to the HUD and you're like, I don't know here. And you look and you're like, wait a minute, this guy check raises the river a ton. And then you're like, wait a minute, this isn't right. And you make the big call. And it feels like cheating, but you got to realize if everybody's using the HUD, then what's the problem? It's just more information. It was invented because it's impossible to keep thousands of players in your head. Like, and I'm good with it. Like, I remember the names, and I remember hands once I like read my notes on players, and it's like this player has a tendency to do this, blah blah blah, saw this, yada yada. I can remember the hand and the tournament and all like that. So my memory is actually pretty good with it. But a HUD, nobody's gonna remember what the guy's frequency is on check raise turn bluffs. Like, there's just nobody in the world who's gonna do that, unless you're playing high stakes with the same like 10 to 20 people all the time. Nobody's gonna remember it. Paying attention is big. I thought I could just look when it was my turn, but so many hands go by you don't get involved in. Yeah. And here's the other thing, too. I mean, the real thing about paying attention, I remember talking to somebody once and saying, you need to be aware of what's going on the hands you're not in. And, it's common knowledge. And this guy was like, yeah, but I get so bored and all like that. I'm like, well, poker's generally boring, but you should be into it. And he's like, oh, I am into it. I'm like, well, then, dude, you can see it as another form of playing the game, that it's part of it. And he didn't understand what I was saying. And I was like, I mean, like, if you're playing poker, just play the whole game. Just sit there and watch everybody and realize that just because you're not actively in the hand doesn't mean you're not playing poker. It's an information gathering game. It's like if you were playing Clue, and this was the analogy I came up with. It'd be like if you were playing Clue with 4 people and somebody made an assertion that they thought something, the candlestick was in the observatory, and it was proven that was wrong. If you didn't mark that on your sheet, then you would obviously be throwing away free information. And he's like, yeah. He's like, but that game's played different. I'm like, no, you can play this game the same way. You can gain information by watching things other players do. And, then when you're in that situation with them, you'll know how better to take care of it. And he liked the Clue analogy. It just kind of popped off the top of my head because I always fucking hated Clue. The game, the movie's fucking awesome. I mean, my hand statistically is great. This sucks, goddamn. But I don't think I can bet it here. God, I knew that flop was going to be good too. It's going to pop right off on the turn, right? Of course, he's not betting enough. Well, I'll be getting the money in here. This is sus, but I got to let it go. Yeah, I'd have got the money in. I'm behind, but I wouldn't have minded it at that point. 14 outs. I might loosen up here a little bit. What's the blind level? 1,500? Yeah, I might loosen up when the blinds go up. So I have all the equity, but very little showdown value. I'm just going to rejam this one. I think King Queen's good enough versus a player who just took a beat. Yep. Hold. 10. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that for that size pot. Obviously, we're not folding. It's kind of gross when he bets. Yeah, he doesn't have anything to pay me. Sometimes he can actually have a full house, but this is why we bet the turn. Nice straight. I wonder if I get it all if I jam on him. I kind of doubt it. Because I can have any full house. And I don't think the flushes ever beat there, but I just don't think I get called, so I kind of want to see what he's doing there. Like, if he has the raw jack, he's just going to fold it, but if he's capable of folding the 10-9, I kind of want to know about it, you know? So I think I'd rather, you know, if he's going to raise the turn with the made straight, I'd kind of rather know about it then. Still a good pot. It's good of him to go for value. It's one of the few ways I get to play the deuces. So I can't really open with them, but versus under the gun, I can absolutely call because they should be worried about this player's range. So it kind of protects me. So when somebody re-raises, they just have to have a good hand. You know, they can't just play the bullshit, you know, squeeze from the blinds. Like, this isn't a great spot for Gabriel to 3-bet here to squeeze because he's going to get jammed on so frequently. So we get to flop this one quite a bit. And when the player checks, we can go ahead and bet small. That should scare him a little bit. Imagine he's going to get in a lot of overpairs. Okay, getting 3-bet again here. Can I flop a set once? That's just player tendency on the deuces, knowing that. Cold called by 4-bet. I think we can absolutely bet small here.
sometimes I just ran into ace-queen and I'm just going to get pounded, but... I mean... I don't think we have a great spot to barrel, because I don't think he's going to fold ace-king very easily. That bet's kind of indicative of two pair. He's not betting this without at least two pair. So, we're going to let it go. I don't think betting the turn does me any fucking good whatsoever. Gotta love it when you make the right read, but the cards just don't hold. Yeah. Playing live, I used to say, got everything I wanted except the money. Dust storm warning. Wow. Damn. Just got a severe dust storm warning. Am I seriously going to get 3-bet every fucking step of the way here? Make a 9. Might just check raise Wall Street on this flop if he decides to bet. My straight's kind of disguised. Like the 10 jack people can see, but if the 6 comes off, it's kind of impossible to see. Oh. Six is still a monster. I mean, this is 4 ways. I'm not folding. Just every out in the deck. He's going to have 6-7 a ton, so it's kind of moot. Should have check raised the flop. I mean, if I'm going to go that far, I just don't know that 4 fucking people are going to fucking call this thing. So I'm priced in. My jack's 7-1? That's kind of hilarious. Just not hitting boards, man. And I definitely could have played that one differently. Well, I hit the board here, but I'm not going to get any action. Whatever. They're both short, so it's whatever. This is kind of tempting, but I'm going to fold it. I think we need more showdown than that. That right read cards don't hold was the story of my life yesterday. Kept getting aggroed in situations where I was like, my king 10 should be good here on like a king 4-7 flop. And this fucking one player just went absolutely bananas. And then on the turn, the guy jammed in, and I already re-raised, and I jammed over the top. And he called it, and he had king 5, and he hit a 5 on the river. And it's like, that shit happened to me like 3 times yesterday. So I was kind of happy to lose very little. I lost like half a buy-in. Well, I got a 5. It's just no. It's annoying. I don't make many good reads, but when I do, I still lose. That's what it feels like, right? I definitely think we can bet here. I think we want to bet small. We're going to go for it. I mean, if he has a flush draw, he might jam now, but when he misses the flush draw, we're just going to rip it. We're just representing an ace. It's very hard for him to call. Nice. Good bet, bet, bet. And I didn't go all in. Like, if I'd gone all in, he's more prone to call with a weak-ass ace. Seven on the turn. This player just got here. He could definitely be leading at 2 pair. He calls and the jack comes off is the worst motherfucking card in the deck. Oh, baby. He's probably just got a flush draw, honestly, after that turn bet. That's why I didn't fold. But we'll see what happens. I don't know if he folds a jack here ever. But my line looks so fucking insane. Like, he's supposed to have 6-7 a ton. But my line looks fucking banana crackers. Plus, it looks like I have ace-king, so why wouldn't you call me with a fucking jack? I just don't know what this player's trying to accomplish. God, I'd love for him to have, like, pocket sixes. They take this long, I really don't think they're going to fold if they have anything. I mean, if he had a jack, I assume he would have called by now. I mean, I raised him on the flop. Like, he just doesn't have anything. He just never has anything. I don't know what that's all about. The jack on the turn is just the worst card. Fuck is this? This could be a disaster board. Got 3-bet huge, and then it's getting bet big. This can be ace-queen all day. Can also be sets of 10s. This can be aces easily. It can be ace-king. Kind of really sucks when you have ace-king here. Yep, set of 10s, ace-king. My second guess. How you like that? It just kind of really sucks when you have ace-king. And he's supposed to bet it big because that board is going to smash the range. And really, the only thing you're even considering is that you might be up against a set of kings. But it's never jacks. Jacks aren't going to 4-bet cold like that from the blind. He doesn't have much, but I got to put some money in the pot. Maybe I could have bet the flop and gotten more. Look at this player still entering with 25 blinds. And then I definitely got to start getting the money in. Damn. Close. With the queen 10 suited. This player's short, so I'm just going to rejam. Hopefully this player overplays jacks, because it looks like I'm leveraging this player's short stack. I don't think we get folds from jacks, 10s, ace, king, ace, queen. The shorty has aces. That's hilarious. Well, maybe I pushed the other guy off jacks. Maybe I would have lost more. It's fucking annoying. Overpair. Hey, what's up, Chloroform? How you doing, my man? Playing some tourneys and some cash. Just gone really dead in this tournament. That sucked because it's a big buy-in.
Need to get the money in here. Look at this. Cold call. Just a call. This should just be a monster. Ace King plus. Hey, look at that. Once you see the call, it's just the worst for you. One double, man. This has potential. If we can see some folds. Flop straight. Yeah, I think we're getting the money in here. Yeah, we're definitely getting the money in now. I mean, unless this player just open rips, but even in that case, I think it's okay. That sucks. Oh. Why would you go with Ace Jack, you fucking loser? That's just bad, to go with the Ace Jack. I mean, I'm not going to beat the Kings, but the Ace Jack just taking away all hope. That's just fucking bad. I give up. There is a chance that we're up against King Queen here, but honestly, I'm not too worried about it. Is there anything else on ACR we want to do? That tournament was just nothing. Yep, big buy-ins today. I've been playing a few more big buy-ins and less volume. I'm finding that if it's what I want to do, I get better results. So, like, I wasn't in for grinding the mega fields, so playing 400 and 500 player fields has definitely been more fun, and I've been, for the past 3 days, having good success. So, yeah, I've been sticking with it. So there's a 10K one rebuy, or single re-entry. 25,000 chips. It just started. I do like this tournament. So I may play that. Let me look, see if there's anything else. Nah. I'm going to play it. $22 buy-in. I like this tournament. Super slow structure, though. I think it's one of those ones where checking back is better. We go for river value. Just because we get paid by a king. But I don't think he ever has much of anything. Okay. Is there a 3-bet bluff here sometimes? Yeah. But I like it better from the button. Potential. Good to see everybody coming out. I like Mondays. Nobody's got anybody to watch. Anybody else see the Boski last night? Take down the fucking double deuce. They're fucking sicko. That tournament, the double deuce is just so heartbreaking for me. The fucking flights. So many times I've spent so much time in the flight. See, there's nobody I cover here. But I'm still getting fucking 9-1. There's nobody I cover, so I don't like it. I probably should have folded. Oof. Aces.
Got raised by the guy who just fucking went bananas. He just went crazy with 9s. Yeah. Of course, he learns his lesson before it gets to me. It's a good flop. I'm the only one who's going to have 8-6 here. If I get raised now, it's because somebody else has a set. And when that's the case, we win. Do have to worry about flush cards. Just never worried about the 8-6 there. So, he was on a flush draw. Could have bluffed this, but I don't think it's necessary. Still sitting at starting stack in the, just below starting stack rather. In the bounty. It's just frustrating to get no hands. Like, that's how I've been the past couple days, just cold. I see y'all there. Appreciate you. I've gotten aces so many times today and gotten almost no action. I mean, it just shows how much players really rely on the ace, because the amount of times that I'm raising without an ace and getting 4 callers versus the amount of times I'm raising with aces and getting no callers, it just really speaks to how much people are hanging on to that ace. Because obviously when I have the ace, I have removal. Or when I have aces, I have the removal for anybody else having an ace. This is a limped pot. This player is kind of goofy. He may do something weird. I'm going to raise it right on the flop. And this is a situation where he can actually have a draw, a combo draw that I'm ahead of. He can have the king, queen of clubs very easily. He can have the, you know, the king 9, you know, things like that. Of course, I say king 9 and then the queen comes right off. I don't think we win on a bluff because my man's just gonna always have a set. Or trips, rather. I like the raise, though. I got to the river for free. I honestly think on the turn, an ace would have been good a lot of the time. But it's just, that's what I'm saying. Like, running cold. Like, I try not to, like, keep that in my head, but it's kind of comforting to sit there and go, well, you know, there's actually, in Jonathan Little's new 5-day challenge, I was going through it, and the first one, the introduction, you know, is just him talking about whatever, and then they get to the second section, and I think it was Jaffe, I forget his first name, but he was sitting there and he's like, the keys to winning good poker, and he goes, number 1, good cards. And it's just like, it would hit me at the perfect moment where my brain was like, oh yeah, If you're not getting any good cards or making, and he says, like, if anybody who gets good cards makes straights and sets every time they hit the flop, it's going to be very hard for them to lose no matter what their level of competency. And my brain just went, oh yeah, I haven't made any good hands in like a week. And so I was just like, okay, it like took this weight off my shoulders, because you can control so much, but you really can't control when it's just bad situations all the time. That ace on the turn's bad. The heart's not the problem. The ace is the problem. You got it, man. Got to do a big project dissertation in September. Going to try to do one on where I tried to create balanced card games. So I think Hearthstone, etc., running Sims with decks to find a winning percentage and then change the cards and the suits and the percent wins towards 50%. I love Hearthstone. Battlegrounds is my favorite shit. And that is a pretty good subject for it. So he's going to have more 5s than 4s here. Like more draws than top pairs that made trips. So we just got to keep betting. If you check on that one, you're just going to get checked behind or bluffed. So you just kind of have to bet like you're fucking invulnerable, like you have a set. Till the win percent towards... Yeah. Battlegrounds is a good example for that. Because that's the whole thing. If you ever watch the deck tracker, you can see, especially when you're in the last rounds, you can absolutely see the changes in cards and strategy, how it affects your win percentage. And that's a good lesson for poker players, because there's a lot of times you're 70% plus to win, and you just get scumped. Shit, I had one where I was absolutely crushing, and we got to the last round, and the guy hadn't lost one yet, and we hadn't played each other. And we played each other 5 rounds. And on the first one, I was like 80%. And I won it. And on the second one, I had now seen his composition, so I was able to adjust. And I got it to 90%. The third one was like 92. Going into the last round, I was 96% to win. And we both only had 1 health point left. I lost it. It was just a bad beat in Hearthstone, and I was just so aggravated by it. We were like 20 rounds in, too. I was playing there was no Murlocs, so nobody had poison. But he was playing a mech build that I just had crushed with Reborn Pirate. And he just got so unbelievably lucky to get all his perfect refreshes on the module. It was so brutal. And as it's happening, I'm going, okay, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad, bad. What's going on? What's going on? And it took like 30 actions for the hand to end, or for the round to end. And by the 20th one, I was like, okay, I can't possibly lose this, can I? And then my brain started going through the machinations of how I lose. And it just kept happening. It was like, well, if this hits this, fuck. And if this hits that, fuck. And if this hits this, fuck. And if this does that, fuck. And it just kept happening over and over. It was literally like a 1%er. Which means there's only 10 combinations of the ways that it happens out of all the combinations in the tracker, because it runs like about 1,000. This is kind of weird. I mean, this is just, we're not... Is this guy going to go for it yet? I mean, he should go for it. Even Ace-King you should be fucking raising here. Good man. When you're called, you're kind of hoping a heart doesn't hit. So you don't want the Ace of Hearts in your hand here. player's too short. We're just going to get the money in. Take longer. All right. Tell you what, man, this cold's really got to go away. Because I'm just dying to go to the gym. Ooh, lots of people here. I like that. For anybody who doesn't know, we are playing 50NL on these side tables on WSOP.com, and we're playing a $22 10K here and a $33 progressive knockout over here. Not a lot going on with it. Those are both on ACR. If you don't have an ACR account, sign up through my link. You get some money and I'll send you $10 after I confirm your deposit. Posting into Ace King's pretty nice. I definitely want to get to the gym, but there's nothing I can do. Just if I go now, I'll just get fucking sick again. I still have a slight cold. Move this over a little.
Oh, this is frustrating. And the next blind level, when it goes up, I'm going to kind of get crippled here. Just really running cold, man. Like, can't get a hand going. I'm like, and I love the tournament. It's just, bleh. Well, bitch and ye shall receive. And I am a short stack, so people are going to come after my bounty. I know 30 blinds doesn't seem short, but we're going to get quite a few calls, and then hopefully somebody will try to ISO me. Unless, of course, everybody just fucking folds because I'm the luckiest guy in the world. Oh my god. What can I do? What can I do? Got no action on aces, and I'm not like playing crazy tight. Like, oh my god, it doesn't even matter. Like, nobody had anything they could ever play. Oh, it's just annoying. It's so funny though. I don't love this, but I definitely don't hate it. Definitely can't fold a pair right away. Player's pretty short, but he's always going to take bluff shots. I think if he just jams here, we just give it up. I definitely think we want to Razaroo. I mean, he's just working his money in. We're going to give that up. It's funny how quickly that goes down, right? Like, if you're going to make that bet, you got to go like a third pot to get people out. You can't just min bet it. Like, if I had had the betting lead here, I would have just bet small. But you can bet like $1 here. You should win this pot. That's 2 blinds. I mean, that shouldn't do it. That should do it. As silly as it seems, definitely can't call. We are going to 3-bet. Player calls. We are going to bet small. And go for the bet most likely. Don't even need to. I know where the ace of clubs is. Fold. Okay. That's A-okay with me. My man's taking forever. So we get re-raised by Wall Street. He likes re-raising. I'm just going to call.
We're basically playing these like jokers. Can't play it any better than that, kids. Get all the money in and the guy's got 2 outs. And if I re-raise pre-flop, he folds. That's the worst part. That's the worst part. Just the easiest trap on the planet. God damn. Turbo Sit and Goes have been luring me away from cash games. Yeah. I mean, they're fun. And they're very beatable. And depending on... I mean, turbos are very beatable. Hyper turbos are kind of whatever. Like, I mean, just how confident do I have to be here? And then just get 2 outed. I love it. No HUDs on WSOP? No, not allowed. Can't 4-bet, lose them. There's no point in raising at any point. Get all the money in. Get 2 outed. Seems odd considering how trash the software is otherwise. Yeah, right? Can you withdraw an MI's 100% histories? Yeah, but you have to manually upload them. There's no way to analyze them very well. You can, but it's kind of a waste of time. I'm 3-betting so it doesn't get 3-bet behind. Take it down. Don't mind this because of the limp behind. Shouldn't see too many limp raises. Limp raise is hilarious. I've seen this player do this a few times, so I'm not overly concerned with it. I have the kind of hand that I want in this scenario. He should not be betting an ace. If there was one diamond out here, I would be snap calling whatever bet this is going to be. It's fucking stupid. Odd. I think we want to just call. I was thinking about 3-betting, but in all honesty, I think we can get other players with worse hands behind to 3-bet. Like if this player jams, we kind of get priced into a delicious situation. And now with a wide range, it's kind of hard to c-bet. It's a bad bet. I'd call it, but the player behind is going to be loose in this scenario. So it's one of those ones where I played it a certain way and I wish I'd played it the other way. Nobody reacts to the 2-outer? Kings. Like, seriously. Tightest fucking games on the planet right now. Da, 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 da. What is happening? Why am I getting 0 action? Like, what is happening? Yeah, you're getting called light because of the bounties. I don't like this jam.
I mean, he won, but it's not a great jam. The ace-6. It's the worst ace in the deck. If this player jams, I can't fold. So this should never be a pair. So we're guessing, does he have the suited ace? Or does he have the bluff? How are you betting? How are you betting queens there? Oh my god. Just zero going on. I mean, like, he should never have it. And I should always have the flush. Like, what the fuck was that? God forbid I try to use my fucking brain. I swear to God with this hand. What the fuck? Like, why should he ever have the flush there? And why should he ever bet queens? This is the worst river bet I've ever seen in my fucking life. Like, I'm going to play straights and flushes and sets the exact same way, except I'm going to jam flushes and straights on the river. I might even jam fucking sets on the turn. I mean, this is just... Jesus. Like, it's just, I just should never be beat there. That should be an ace-king offsuit with the ace of diamonds. It should just never be beat, ever, ever, ever. These people aren't even playing fucking poker. Everyone has the nuts when I want to bluff. Everyone is folding when I have the nuts. It always feels like it, right? Jesus. The only thing that's upsetting is I'm like, how the fuck am I losing to these fucking people? Still sitting at 100K over here. Plus his big bet on the flop, like he should never have anything. Like, why are you betting so monstrous into a three-way pot with fucking queens? Like, and it wasn't like he bet crazy. Like, he could have bet 2/3 pot, and you're doing that to protect against the flush. Then you bet the turn, and then the flush comes off. What are you... Oh, that's hilarious. Is this ever a good idea? It's just amazing.
this fucker gonna raise in the blind? Can't pick up any help. No 8, no 9. I swear to God. Well, I got the max. Can't get anything by betting the flop. Or the river. He's lucky he didn't 3-bet because I was already planning a 4-bet. And if I 4-bet and hit the ace there, I'm not folding. Oh, 3-ball turn. Deuce on the fucking river. Well, I'm not folding, so whatever. Really, motherfucker? Oh my God. Who plays ace-queen this way? It's a fucking joke, man. Anybody else want to hit a set on me? Your flatmates was cooking mackerel earlier. Smells amazing. I don't know if that's sarcasm or genuine. That's like the ultimate sin, cooking fish in the house. I remember I worked in a couple of places that had like corporate offices. Like even though I worked in restaurants, they had, they were chains. And every fucking one of them, they always had a story about somebody who microwaved fucking fish in the office. And it just stunk the fucking place up. This is just torture. I'm like just getting pissed down to nothing here. Just perpetual starting stacks in every tournament I play. Is that the deal for the last 3 days? queen on the fucking turn. Just kills my action. It's fucking unreal. I think we have to give up the 10s. As much as it sucks. It's the top of my folding range, yeah, but it's whatever. Really, with this fucking guy? I mean, I don't have to 4-bet. That's kind of a good flop. I was thinking about jamming pre-flop, and I really wish I had. Watch him just have fucking aces. He's got like queens or something. Yeah, he's just nothing. I thought about jamming it pre-flop. I mean, but if it was offsuit, I would have. But because it was suited, I really can't. I just need to see the fucking flop. Okay, stop and go. Not even close. Aces. Beside myself with glee here. Please re-raise eyeball. Nothing. I mean, what the fuck? Oh my god, it's so frustrating. Like, just egos, man. I love the Queen Jack leading. What a fucking tool bag. So the blind calls me, leads the fucking turn. Leads river. The bitch of it is he can pick up a flush draw, but he got a 9 a ton.
Smell of smoked mackerel is actually one of my favorite smells. My uncle was a big fisher when I was younger, so I ate it all the time. Oh, okay. I haven't had mackerel in fucking since I left Florida, so I have no fucking idea. It's not usually the only real fish you get out here is sushi. Not a lot of mackerel in sushi. I don't think I've ever seen it in sushi, honestly. It's so weird because your brain starts going, I must be making mistakes. But other than a few borderline calls I've made in the last few days, I can't find any. So it's like, what am I going to do? $4 open? What is that? Like, what is that? It's just stupid is what it is. I mean, here's the thing. It's an honest bet. He's leading into the king that he has. It's just like, you're just going to get crushed. You're just going to get so crushed when you fucking are up against ace-king. It's so fucking ridiculous. Oh, shit. It sucks because of this blind level. We're going to have to be just ripping from here. Can't even bet it. Can't bet, can't fold. That's the worst part of this. I can't bet the hand, and I can't fold to a fucking bet. The guy with the ace-6 who never bet his ace, makes the straight, doesn't know it's good enough to bet. Like, you have the bottom end. At what point does somebody have a jack if you just bet the turn? Like, And if you're going to play the ace-6, why not play it? Like, you picked up so much equity on the turn, why not bet? Well, we're probably going on equity here. Going with the nines. I'm getting called wide because of my bounty. Hold. Should have just closed the fucking thing as soon as I fucking jammed it.
Can I run worse? What is with this call? The lead is dumb. The call is dumber. I mean, I think I have to 3-bet here. This lead is fucking so bluffy. It's ridiculous. It's a queen. Like, what are you calling with? Not a huge sushi fan. It's pretty awesome. I mean, the only thing I ever hear people say is that they can't get past the part where it's raw fish, but raw fish is in like 900 different kinds of food. And it's not like it's raw. It's washed and shit. Like, oh my god, credible every fucking time. Can't call it because of this fucking mouth breather behind me. Ugh. Ace 4, set of queens, would have gotten it all. Can't make much better fucking folds than that. Miss the fucking nuts. Okay. Ace 4 is a great play, bro. You waited way too long. You shouldn't have called pre-flop. You got everything you deserved. Of course he has an ace. How do you have an ace? Oh my god. Might actually have the best hand here. No, unless he bets. Pocket eights. God damn it. Don't tell me that fucking moron left now. Oh my god. Well, at least we got a little stack going here. Nothing happening for the first 5 levels of this tournament. And we're above average stack now. And I had to get unbelievably lucky. Lucky that this player played a bad hand. Lucky that he called a 3-bet. Lucky that he never protected his hand. Lucky that I hit the queen. That's how much shit had to happen for me to fucking be in this fucking tournament. It's like 5 mistakes and a fuck up that got me there. It's unbelievable.
Hitting just enough to continue. Like, the bitch of this should only ever be one pair. So it's like I'm supposed to continue. Because there's 15 good cards for me. It's 30%. So I'm under the price. Okay, I can fold. He was over the price by like $1. If he had bet $1 less, I would have had to call. Ugh. I'm either very grateful for this jack on the turn or I'm very pissed about it. I'm going to check. I'm very happy about the ace on the river. But it's like I can't raise a river bet because he can have a lot of sets. So I'm just going to go for big value. I don't know what the hell's going on here. King, queen, maybe? Like, seriously? Straight versus a set, they run out of chop. Hey, thank you, my man. Much appreciated. I recognize that name. Do you play on WSOP, man? Or was there a guy 4-bet Billy? Where was he? There's 4-bet Billy right there. Right here. Is this you? Oh, 4-bet bully. That's close. Big bet bully. Ugh, what is that? I think we just bet to protect. All right. Going on break, sitting 33rd out of 151. 37,000, average is 29. We're doing okay. Feeling okay here. Hey, Marathon using the sound bites. I always forget those are there. I'll be right back. I see Ivy won the 50K PLO. Final 5 tables for 8 days or something. Almost 3 million won in April. It's Phil Ivey, man. People ask who's the best player of all time was. And I think there's only one debate. It's either Phil Ivey or Chip Reese. But you could say because Chip Reese didn't play any tournaments, we really don't have a barometer. But the tournaments he did play, he won. So... Okay, no, you're in Pennsylvania. You play on the WSOP and Stars there. Isn't Pennsylvania part of this? Isn't Pennsylvania part of the same player pool? Yeah. It is, man. We're all in the same player pool. How is Stars over there? I forgot I could go to Stars or go to Pennsylvania to play Stars, but it's only Stars US, so is that just Pennsylvania? There's a lot of wacky calls there. I'm kind of surprised I didn't get called by like Ace Jack or Queen Jack. King 10 can even be there, believe it or not. I think I want to just call this one. Might win. Yep. Oh, do we have a momentum shift? We might. Been waiting on it. Be a very good time for it. Oh, what the hell. Ace ain't bad. Definitely don't fold the ace right away. 3 on the turn's actually not bad, believe it or not. 7 on the river is awful. Yeah, because we lose to the ace queen. That sucks. I know I should raise. I'm just a fucking loser. Because he never has a flush. I just think he's like rare bluffing or rag bluffing. But he's so short, you could just be bluffing with anything. He's actually trying to show that down. What a fucking idiot. It's like there's 0 EV on that play. You either lose $2 or you lose $2 the majority of the time. So it's either that or you don't get paid. The only reason why I called it is because of how fucking stupid he is. Each state has their own player pool for all the sites as of now, including WSOP. No, WSOP has been merged, bro. We got merged with New Jersey and Delaware years ago. I mean, unless they changed it in the last 2 years, kind of would be impossible. Pennsylvania was the last one to come on. I actually don't know about New Jersey, but I know Delaware got added. I think Jersey right got, except for New Jersey maybe, but sure PA doesn't share it. No, PA I think is the only one left out, man. Because Delaware for sure. Look at this shit. How do you get this lucky with aces? Just no 3-bets? These people are fucking ridiculous. Yeah, I know that PokerStars doesn't share player pool, although they're trying to. If anybody wants to build something with these flops, I'm over here in Brick City, so feel free. King on the fucking river. I check, I lose. Queen 10? What the fuck was that? I'm fucking shocked. Guess he was going to lunch. It's the same guy over here. Bet. Okay, this is fun. Just cold called. From the big blind? Sure. Let's do it. Aces in the fucking big. Come on. Like, what the fuck? From the dumbest fucking player on the table. 5 fucking posters because the goddamn internet went out. And everybody got posted in. And this fucking short stack gets it with fucking aces. Unbelievable.
And the fucking internet fucked up. Hopefully you guys saw that, because you're not going to know why I'm pissed off. If you don't know why, it's this. So all these people posted in because local internet had a problem. So I, of course, raised pot. I got called. The guy with $30 jams, and of course I rejam, and he just has aces. Oh, I made a 4. It's just unbelievable. Why c-bet? Like, why are you c-betting? 3-betting and then c-betting at the worst boards for you. It's unbelievable. Does this table look smaller, or am I crazy? Oh my God. Yeah, because Ace King's good there for fucking everything. Just call, lose, call. Overbets pot on river.
10-7. Move tables over here. Just over average. 8 levels left. Over pot bet out of first. Please don't give this person action. Thank Christ. I wouldn't be surprised to see a set of 8s here. Or ace 8. It's hilarious. Can't fucking bink the river one time. He doesn't fucking raise me enough, so I have to call. Oh my god. Just so many good cards. A spade, a 4, a 5, a deuce, a 3. Just so many good cards. And that's the worst card in the world, by the way, the 10. Because I can never fucking bluff it. So many fucking times. Like, how, bro? It's crazy when you learn things like with that king queen and a 3-bet pot that there's like 280 good flops for me out of this possible realm, and then it just comes off like the nut worst 10 high with the opposite flush draw. It's just like, ugh.
just gonna chill. God, I'm in position with a flush draw? Really? I make the flush. I'm playing it so I can't fold to a jam on the river. Come on, donkey. My hope was that he was going to bluff the river with the ace of hearts. He never has the flush. He only has one heart card. But I don't expect him to have a jack. So it's like the ace king off with the ace of hearts. Oh. Can't hit a fucking set to save my life. Well, I'm not really folding this one to a 4-bet. This guy's practically brain dead. I would lose to one pair to this guy. Happy as a clam. I just need to hit anything on this flop. He's just watch how much he's gonna bet. Fucking retarded. That player 3x'd opened against me about 2 weeks ago. I 4x'd his open. So we put in like 13 blinds pre-flop. The flop comes off. He leads half pot. I bet 70% of his stack. I repotted it and a little extra. So he put in like 90% of his chips up to that point. And then the turn came off. And he checks. I jam. He calls. He had opened 10-9 offsuit, flopped a gut shot, called off the rest of that shit with it, and then called it off versus my aces on a perfect turn.
Please 3-bet. Still sitting at 31, about 7 levels to go till the end of late reg. Are you fucking kidding me? Does he just always have a fucking set? I can't take this anymore. Hold. Thank you, Jesus H. Christ. Oh. Enough of this fucking garbage. Of course he makes 2 pair. What is taking you so long? Oh my god. I mean, just the perfect card rolls off because because it looks like I'm bluffing at a flush, and it's just like, but he's way too strong to ever fold. It's god damn, man. Like, and I'm never supposed to bet the flop ever, 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 ever. I pick up way more outs when the turn presents a flush draw for bluffing. So I bet the turn, then bet the river. What's killing me is all these tables, like, there's one spot where this guy's got some chips. I mean, there's no more than 2 buy-ins anywhere else. I've been on all these tables for hours. Oh, I'm going to 3-bet this. I don't care that he's under the gun. It do not matter. We'll find out right now. Move this over a little. Because there's another one. And I'm getting on it. Ugh, I didn't want to wait for the blind. I mean, what is this? Just 10-6 and fucking ace-3? Like... Okay. What the fuck was that?
This looks weird, but I have to bet it. Like, how are you calling? Like, it's hilarious. Do you play more tables off stream than on? I guess streaming requires some attention and space. Yeah, I do, but I'm not right now. I'm kind of looking at something on the side. Gah. And this should be a lot of chops. 6-7. What the fuck are these people doing? It's fucking unbelievable. Ace ain't bad. I don't think we get paid anything here. I think he's just on some kind of draw. Right? He just never has anything.
I'm kind of looking at some some other stuff. One of my favorite streamers is doing one of her sections that I really love. This fucking table. Yeah, this died. Well, that's pretty good. I mean, there's 4 players in this fucking thing. I mean, we should be able to get some action here. I don't know what better flop I can have to get action. And we're just going to bet it big because it's very unlikely we're beat and we just want to charge the shit. There should be so many combo draws. I have to bet huge. I mean, lately I've been playing mostly on stream, but I've been thinking that I'm going to. I just realized what your question was asking. I just realized that I'm going to be playing more off stream and limiting my streaming time, but I'm going to be recording the sessions. So for me, it'll be like I'm streaming, just nobody will be here. Just because I want some content to upload to YouTube. If you guys haven't checked out Gothica Love, I watch multiple streams at a time. So I've got mine and Gothica's going, so you should check her out. She's really funny. Just the most bland fucking ace-high flop ever. Just the most basic fucking bullshit. Oh, this fucking tournament. Like, dude, I've had like 3 spots in this thing, and we're like 130 hands into this. I mean, this is just, ugh. Like, dude. What are these flops? Just to rip into this is hilarious. It's just never anything. Love it. Love it. Love everything about it. We are raising with a pair and a flush draw. Just snap called. And leads the turn. Like, what is that? Why are you ever leading the fucking turn, you fucking unbelievable moron? Like, if I had ace king here, I would jam this. This is fucking ridiculous. I just don't have enough showdown. This is crazy. I feel like I'm ahead. Like, this is like a flush draw that picked up a pair on the turn. That's all that is. Oh, it's so fucking brutal. I'm going to soft play the ace king, miss it completely. Should be good. Why are you... oh my god. Why are you checking jacks the whole way? What the fuck is that? 0 protection all the way down. What the fuck is that? Like, Jesus Christ, why? Appreciate you guys all being here, coming out. one of those ones where we just can't fold. Money's in. It looks like a lot of bullshit. You'll see a lot of calls here from tens and nines. I don't know about jacks, but even ace king can call here sometimes. All right. Going on break, 32,000 in this one. Just kind of sitting in place. I will be right back. And he just makes the full house. Love it. Oh, sorry, Waplaz. Muted. I think that's got to be it for now. So, I think we're just going to... I think I just got to call it. This has been way too frustrating. Sorry it's muted, and I really do appreciate you guys being here. But I think I got to kill it. So, we'll see where we're at. I mean, that was just one of the worst. And it wasn't even like bad beats or whatever like that. It was just frustrating. No. So, I mean, I lost 2 buy-ins. It's not a big deal. I might be back later. I'm not sure. I might take a nap, go for a walk, and then try again. But just could not hit anything. Like, that was fucking torture. Like, it's actually not as bad as, like, I think the 2 times I got it in, once was the aces on the turn versus the kings. Get it in, he hits 2-outer. That was like a $110 pot. And then the other one was the set on the turn where we got it in, and the guy made the straight for like more than half his stack on the river, or on the turn. And then he makes the straight on the river. So, I mean, those 2 pots that I'm profitable. But it's just frustrating when you get some of these days where like nothing happens, but everything that happens is bad and annoying. So, I might be back later. We'll see. Remember when I streamed several years back? Yeah, man, I took a short 1,486 day break. It's literally how many it was. But I'll be back later tonight. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but we'll see. I'll see you guys later. Stick around for the host. One of my favorites is on, doing one of her favorite, or one of my favorite characters. So we'll see.